Where's your devotion? Hi Virgo, welcome to Maddie Tarot. I'm Maddie, and today we're going to be doing a general reading for Virgo Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements for November 1st through 15th. Keep in mind that this is a general reading, so it may not resonate from front to back for everybody. You may need to swap roles as the reading goes on because I am just reading energies and deciphering a story as best I can from the messages. So I could be talking about you, your person, another individual or party at any time throughout the reading. Swap roles as necessary. Do not stretch or overextend yourself to make it fit. If it's not your story, it's not your story. Be sure to check your other placements because your messages could be there, okay? So I have cleansed the space, cleansed the decks, pre-shuffled, and meditated on the collective conscious of Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements, okay? So, what does Virgo need to know? What does Virgo need to know? Let's see. What does Virgo need to know? One card for Virgo. Virgo, you got... Okay, so they've got... Which one is this? 17, that's the star. So it's in French, my new deck, so I don't know the words. But the star, you got the star for you. And person on Virgo's mind. Let's see, person on Virgo's mind. Judgment. And past energy and present energy. Past energy is the Seven of Pentacles. Present energy is the Three of Wands. Your intuition. Oh, you got two. Intuition, you've got the Moon and the King of Swords for intuition. Challenge. What's Virgo's challenge? Virgo, your challenge is the Eight of Wands. Advice. Nine of Cups. What is your person's next move? What are they thinking, feeling? What's their next move? The High Priestess or the Popess. Your bias or caution. Sorry. Bias or caution. That is the Empress. And then your guidance message. The Magician. And at the bottom of the deck, you've got the Four of Swords. Alrighty. Let's pull a crystal card for you, Virgo. Virgo, Sunstone. This stone will give you light in times of darkness and help lead you to a better emotional state. You can feel its healing power, warming your spiritual self, just like the sun in the sky. The Sunstone can energize your immune system, kickstarting natural healing. All right, so Virgo, I feel like you're getting back out of the darkness. You've been going through some tough times. Maybe you have been feeling some pain or processing some pain of something. And, you're just getting back into your groove. What's that song? What's that Beyonce song? Virgo's Groove? Something like that. You're getting back into your groove, Virgo. Happiness. Sunny. Here comes the sun. Sunny, bright, shining days. Okay? Love that. All right. So, excuse me. Sorry. All right. Let's get into your reading. So, the star for your energy, the star. So right now you're finding newfound hope. You're on your life path. You're following your light in the sky. You're on your way to your dreams. You are really just in your bag right now, Virgo. You're kind of like on your trekking along, going along, getting things done, and really just focused on you at this time. Clarified by the 5 of Wands. Something's conflicting within you, though. You still, I feel like you feel bad about something. You're having some sort of internal struggle about regarding, let's see, the person on your mind, judgment. You may have left somebody with accountability, and you feel bad for that in some way. You feel bad that they got the truth about themselves, or you feel bad that you feel bad that you had to really tell somebody the harsh truth, and that's not something you need to feel bad for, Virgo. The internal conflict that you're facing, this is what I'm getting. The internal conflict you're facing is part of your healing, because you care so much about people, or this person, or just in general in life. You care so much that you allow yourself to stay small or not speak up. You don't want to rock the boat. You don't want to hurt people, so you don't say something, and you don't live your truth. But you're finally doing that, and it feels wrong. It feels bad in some way. And so what I'm getting here is that you feel bad for having to tell the truth. King of Coins, clarifying the judgment for this person. So it's left. I feel like you've really rocked this person's stability, but it's that you have to understand that's their issue. It's not wrong to tell somebody how they made you feel, what your feelings are. You don't feel bad for your feelings, and don't feel bad for setting a boundary. Don't feel bad for taking your power back. Don't feel bad for following your path in life. And you don't need to feel bad for these things, because this person will figure it out. This person will understand eventually that wasn't, it's not, you weren't trying to hurt them. You're just living your truth. Okay, so I'm going to clarify these two. The past energy was the 7 of Coins, clarified by the Ace of Wands. And then the present energy, 3 of Wands, clarified by one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 7 of Swords. Okay. So you're following your life path, the star. You're keeping hope. You're trying to remain just on guiding. You're following your guidance, your inner guidance. And this is giving you some sort of conflict, because you've had to leave something behind here, and it's caused some sort of conflict. This person was left with the accountability of their actions. Maybe you told them you told them the truth. Maybe they're blaming you. And then the King of Coins here this is stability and a structure and protect. Like, this is like protection and stability and security. So it's like this person feels like you've left them unstable in some way, or maybe they're trying to guilt trip you and blame you for disrupting something in their life, their peace, quote unquote. That's not your fault, Virgo. As long as you've remained true to yourself and remained true to this person. If you're doing shady things, maybe you are. Maybe you are at fault. Maybe you are to blame. But I don't like the word blame. We get rid of the word blame, because blame is for children and school, young school kids. It's like blame. There's no room for blame. It's just take accountability. Things happened. We all had actions that we did and behaviors. Take accountability for it, and take accountability for how it impacted the other person or other people involved. There's no one to blame. It's just simply things happened. People felt certain ways about it. And if we care, we take accountability and we see what we can do to compromise and negotiate and make something good about it. There's no blame. There's no finger pointing. There's no fault. I hate the words blame and fault. Throw them in the garbage. We don't need those words. Obviously that doesn't apply to everything. If there's somebody who assaulted you, they are to blame for that. So I'm talking about healthy conflict within a relationship, or just health disagreements that you can't find a compromise or resolve for, just you guys got to agree to disagree, maybe go your separate ways if it's that important to your values and doesn't follow your truth. If you're going against your values and your truth, you got to let the relationship go. But either way, in the past energy, there was some sort of effort here, that you really just, it was one-sided. You felt like it was all you were creating all the opportunities for yourself, for this person, for it was just, it was very one-sided. You felt that the relationship was in the past, and so as much as you tried to work it out with the person, you just couldn't, and you felt like, okay, I'm going to make this decision, move ahead. And, now you're just kind of planting the seeds in your life and waiting for this Three of Wands is like waiting for your ships to come in, making that bold decision to thinking about the future, essentially. And then this has got the Seven of Swords here is like betrayal or trickery. So what I'm getting here is that in the present moment, you're following your life path and looking toward, um, you're waiting for your ships to come in. You're looking toward something, and this person's maybe saying you've betrayed them. Maybe you do feel like you're betraying them. Maybe you feel like uneasy about what you've had to do. I want you to, find solace in knowing that it's not wrong to take care of your needs. And if this person, people change, and if this person is no longer within, if the relationship is no longer within the means of being appropriate for your life, I mean, it's unfortunate, but it's something that needs to be addressed and handled, because we can't drag people along and live a lie. Okay, so your intuition here is the Moon, clarified by the King of Swords. So your intuition here is telling you that you need to get honest with yourself, Virgo, in regard to these feelings you're feeling, this internal conflict you're having, some sort of internal conflict. You really need to get honest with yourself and understand that this is an illusion, that the way you're looking at it. Your intuition's trying to tell you that you are looking, the bad feelings you're feeling is because you're looking through the lens of an illusion or an insecurity or some sort of self-limiting belief where you've had to, you're not allowed to set boundaries for yourself and speak up, and you're not allowed to take care of you because you're some sort of martyr for other people, sacrificing your needs, sublimating your own needs, putting yourself aside for others, and you feel bad having to pull that back. And it's like your intuition's trying to tell you, you don't need to feel bad. Knight of Swords here, again, so the King of Swords, and then clarified by the Knight of Swords, and then you've got the Moon here. Your intuition is trying to rush in this message to you because this conflict is getting in the way of your path, and you've got a lot ahead of you. So your intuition is trying to say, girl, or I'm sorry, your intuition is trying to say, hey, um, look at the sun. Look at the bright side. Look at you have so much ahead of you. Look at the sun, happiness, vitality. You are radiant. Okay, so Virgo, listen to your intuition. Okay, turn that overthinking brain off. Your challenge here is the Eight of Wands, change, movement, rapid changes, moving forward, keeping it pushing. That's your challenge. You're having a hard time doing this. Clarified by the Page of Swords. Embrace newness, be vigilant and witty, and just curious. Remain curious. Remain curious is what your challenge is. Remaining curious. Be curious about the things you're feeling and kind of explore them within yourself, but listen to your intuition, not your overactive ego and brain talking and keeping you in that limiting belief. Okay, your advice is Nine of Cups, going after what you want and desire, wish fulfillment. Are you going to go get it, or are you going to remain small, Ace of Cups, new love. Your advice is to venture out in new love, venture out in self-love, venture out in meeting new people, and understanding that there are opportunities abound, and filling your own cup, doing things that really touch your soul at this time. Your person, that their High Priestess is what their energy right now, and the Page of Cups. So your person's going to try and come back. They're going to try and say, I've learned a lesson. They might have learned a little lesson, but you know I'm not getting that they learned the whole lesson. Anyway, we already, okay, so the moon and the king of swords and the knight of swords. Your intuition is trying to tell you a very important message about yourself at this time, and trying to highlight that some sort of limiting belief is what's keeping this conflict alive within you. Your challenge is to make changes and embrace the curiosity or the unknown of the world or of new circumstances. Your advice is to go after what you really want, what touches your heart, what's intimate and close to you, what's important to you. Go after that. Nine of Cups, Ace of Cups, or new love even. This could be going out to find the one who's really the person who's really like right for you, a person who's like has a good heart, is able to look at themselves in a relationship and understand the impact of their behavior on the relationship, is willing to work with you as a team 100 to make the effort to build something that is substantial and that is fulfilling for the both of you. Maybe you're out looking for that. That's fine, but you need to find something that touches you on a soul level. Your person, they do have intuitive messages coming to them. They do have their higher self speaking to them, guardian angel, spirit, whatever you want to call. They have some messages coming in. They're having realizations, and they are going to try and come back, Page of Cups, and offer you that cup. It's not going to be a big offer, but it is a sincere offer. You can determine whether or not you want to take that. Understand though that I believe, based on this reading, or based on the energy I'm getting here, you're on a path of awakening that you're much more ahead of this person, and that's not in a sense to say that they're any less than you, but we all are on our own level of like awakening and consciousness, conscious awareness, and becoming, our light, and moving in our truth. This person is far behind where you are on your journey. And that does not mean anything to say that this person is less than or below you at all. What I'm just saying is the level of understanding and awareness is not the same, so you guys are not going to be able to connect, even if you do love this person. And even if their offer, it is a sincere offer, but there's going to be something still missing the mark there, if you get what I'm saying. The Empress is your bias or caution. So be careful of overindulgence in the self. Be careful of being pompous. Be careful of being too. Be careful of being too giving, and on the other end too. How do you say, selfish or self-serving? Okay, so be careful of your big heart and your ability to nurture and care and love. You might be taken advantage of, and you could fall into this. I'm not saying it's a trap, but you could fall back into this relationship that you really didn't think was good for you, and that's why you walked away. Be careful of that, but at the same time, be careful of only pouring into yourself so much, giving yourself so much of that nurturing love that you confuse it or conflate it with self-sufficiency and because people take self-love and self-care and they start to be egocentric, and they start to be self-sufficient and self-reliant, and they don't let others in, and it's like, oh no, self-love, only me, da, da, da. And they're not. It's like you got to find the fine line there. So that's what I'm getting here, is your bias and caution. This is clarified by the Two of Pentacles. So be careful of juggling things that aren't within your means to be able to do. Be careful of the way you give. Be careful of the choices you make. Be careful of balancing this energy, balancing some sort of energy that really isn't meant for your path at this time or really serving you. Trying to throw that in the mix and do this juggling act with it, it's like it's not going to work out. So like, be careful of that. And you might really feel you might really feel drawn to nurture something and bring it in, but you can't at this time. Your energy's saying no. You don't have space for that, and within reason, you can explain that to people, and That doesn't mean you can't interact with them. That doesn't mean you can't send them love. That doesn't mean you don't have to be rude to them, is all I'm saying. Okay. So your guidance here is the Magician. You're creating something for yourself. You're creating the life you want. The Magician is the conscious creator, and they have the ability to bring in, anything that they want into their reality. Manifest destiny. Creation is complete. The universe is infinite. And understand that all we do is manifest our reality and our future. Keep in mind that the subconscious mind is 95% of our mind. So the more we're able to do deep dives in meditation, clarified by the Eight of Pentacles, the more we're able to do deep dives in meditation and understand when our intentions are not aligning with our outcomes, then we have self-sabotage somehow. And all that means is that our subconscious mind has some sort of different narrative it's running on than our conscious mind. And we can look at things and see, based on our actions, what that might be. So maybe, we really wanted this person to love us and work out and we love them, but they constantly hurt us. And then we're like, okay, our intention was to have this loving connection. Our outcome came out to me staying way too long, being hurt and largely taken advantage of and disregarded. Why did I do that? Okay, that means your subconscious mind clearly doesn't see value in you and you think you have to fight for love. So you can look at that window between your intention and your outcome and see where your subconscious mind might think differently than your conscious mind, and what that's where self-sabotage exists. And what I'm getting here really is that, the more you were able to uncover those things, the more of a conscious life and conscious manifestation and manifest destiny we're able to, the more of our destiny we're able to manifest in a conscious light and of awareness. So because again, 95% subconscious, it's manifesting too. So keep that in mind. That's why it's really hard to, when you first start understanding these concepts and practicing that, it's a little discouraging because but keep in mind, only 5% of your mind is conscious. So when you can do the deep work at the root by identifying these areas where the discrepancies lie, seeing those windows into the subconscious, and that's the way you do it. Intentions, outcomes, are they matching? No, you're self-sabotaging, and you need to look in that window and see what your subconscious is telling you about yourself. And you look through your actions, not your thoughts, not your words. So because your thoughts and your words are all from the conscious mind and your brain's a liar. So just keep that in mind. Oh, we don't need that anymore because this is your last card. So you're learning lessons in regard to manifestation and creating and your path and the conscious future, that manifesting destiny and the where you're going in life. Okay, you're learning lessons. Take rest though. Four of Swords. Rest, meditate, take time to recuperate, gather yourself. You're not a machine that is able to go nonstop. You got to take rest too, take time too. Okay, so be proud of yourself for what you've done thus far. Take a rest, meditate, take as much time as you need. Don't feel ashamed by that. Okay, it's a slow process, but one foot in front of the other. Some inner guidance messages for Virgo include. Alrighty, and then what's under that? Sorry, notification. Passion, and one more. Up until now. Alrighty, so include here is like, okay, so what's under that? Exactly what I was saying, that window into the subconscious, like what's under the conscious thought that you're telling yourself? What's the truth under that? Look deeper. Include that into this knowledge. You're gathering, this lesson, this some sort of you're going through a learning process of yourself, of how to really light up your darkness. You're going to include this knowledge on your path forward, the star. You want to include this knowledge in order to solve this internal conflict you're having. you're really going after your passions at this time. And up until now, you may have put yourself on the back burner. But I see that you are transcending, growing, learning your radiance and your path forward, and really focusing on what makes you happy and, I mean, what you want to create for your life. So make sure you're including the deeper workings of some. So what I'm trying to say is make sure you're including look at your actions and make sure you're including this abstract way of thinking in your healing, because sometimes when we get in our mind too much, we start to listen to our ego, and it's not really leading us in the best direction, because the ego's bruised and fragile. It wants us to stay small. It holds on. It says, no, I don't want to. We got to dissolve the ego and really just like include this higher knowledge, and we can look into how we truly are hiding from ourselves. The things we hide from ourselves lie in our actions when our intentions are not lining with our outcomes. That's the window, okay? I really hope that makes sense. This process largely helped me in my life. It's phenomenal if you're able to really apply it, okay? So, make sure you're following things that make you passionate, okay? And really uncovering your truth. Up until now, you may have lived to please others, but it's your time, Virgo. So that is all I have for you today. I really hope it helped. Thank you.
Feel like we've reached a crossroads. Ooh, don't you hate them ultimatums? But we need a revelation to save us. Stuck in the moment, it seems. The more I think, the more I don't know. I'm looking for a sign. Where's your devotion?